Early Van Halen with delay. Brown sound solo. That sounds right up my street. Hey folks, Dagan here, and today I have the absolute pleasure to be showcasing for you a little amplifier that we want to try for ages. I keep seeing positive grid stuff in the hands of some of my favourite guitar players, like Vi, Paul Gilbert, alongside like up-and-coming guitar players as practice amps and stuff, and they've always intrigued me. And now, with me working so closely with Andertons, who are indeed sponsoring this video and this channel, they stock loads of positive grid stuff. Today I've got my hands on the Spark 2. And it's probably the most, I think it is the most powerful amp like this on the entire planet. For what it can do, how easy it is to do it, and the overall sound. For performing, writing, or as a practice tool. If this was around when I was a kid, I wouldn't know what to do. There's nothing else on the market that does what these little Spark amps do. It's even loaded with AI, but not the bad kind of AI. It's a good kind. We'll get to that shortly. I've got to say off the bat as well, the Spark 2 has redesigned speakers in, which gives it a massive stereo spread. Like, it's absolutely filling this room. It's a really hard thing to capture with microphones, and I've tried to mic it up, but I couldn't get the core, like the essence of it. It sounded much more realistic to the room, taking the stereo line out. So I'm recording this in stereo from the stereo line out from the back into a little zoom thing, and then into your lovely ears. Okay, so that's how we're rocking it today. Positive Grid always seem to listen to the people that buy their products. They're a relatively new-ish company, I guess. They're not like Gibson or Fender or Marshall or whatever. They're relatively newish. So they work very closely with the people that buy their products, from the small little ones to the Spark 2s to the bigger amps and stuff. So they listened for the second version. It's got twice as much processing power. It's 25% louder. It's 50 watts. All new HD amp models, which are AI powered. Again, I'll get into that artificial intelligence stuff in a second. To achieve all this wonderful tone as well, it's running Positive Grid's Sonic IQ computational audio. Sounds fancy, so you know it's good. 33 amp models, 43 effects. It's completely Bluetooth, besides the fact it's Bluetoothing to the app right now, which you really need to use to get the most out of your Spark 2, even though it's a great amp to begin with, and I'll talk about that first in this video. Play music through it, jam along. There's a looper in this as well with drum tracks. It does so much, and it's not like £1,500, it's crazy. The price is ridiculous on this guy. So let's not talk about the app for now, as wonderful and pretty as it is. If you've unboxed this, the first thing you hear are the first 4 presets, and it's laid out on the top like a proper amp. A proper amplifier. For how high tech it is, there's no crazy screens with menus, all that kind of jazz. You get a great tone out the box. 4 presets, as you can see, they're changing on screen right now because everything is hooked up. Gain controls, 3-band EQ. There's modulation and delay built in up top as well. So easy to use out the box. Again, starts with clean. Go into crunchy stuff like that orange you just heard before. Last one's like a matchless thing, which is ethereal and lovely. I can attempt some of that mod actually. And if you tap the preset control, you get a second bunch of presets. Oh. Go on, son. That's just out the box. Obviously you can change all the presets and save your own, but those are the 8 ones it comes with from the factory. And there's everything you'd kind of want in there already. But when you plug this into the app, which is free, the Spark app for iOS or Android, it really just opens the whole thing up. Joy to play. It's a really sweet, satisfying tone. And as you can see, if you don't want to mess with it this way, like change the amp yourself and the effects and stuff, up the top on the left here, you've got all the different styles of presets you can go through. So a couple of different banks here. They've got different genres between pop, blues, rock, metal, and alternative, bass, acoustic, and mic. So let's go Crazy Crew. Is that going to be Motley Crue? And with that, of course, you can then save that to be one of the 8 presets without having to plug your app or link your app up to the Spark 2. You're going to save it to use it on the fly. Seeing as we're already here, let's have a look at some more presets. I'm a rocky guy, so let's just get some rock stuff on the go. Metal even. Go over to metal. Jewel Train. That's going to be Jeweler X style, isn't it? So again, these are just the presets it comes with. I'm going to delve a bit deeper in a second because there's way more craziness. Country road. No, I'm not a country road kind of guy. Let's go alternative. Spooky melody. Angry Monkey. Oh man, is there an octave or something? There is... Oh, it's just a crazy flanger. Cranked up, so it's like a ring mod. So there's some presets it comes with out of the box. However, if you click the little cloud up here, you get a ton of presets designed by artists, like I mentioned earlier, like Steve Vai or Paul Gilbert, or just presets that people have made and uploaded to the cloud, which is just insane. Like, some of them are made by Positive Grid themselves, some are made by, like I said, different people, and you can follow these certain people on the cloud, so when they release something new, you'll see it first within the app. All of this. Oh, let's go blues again. There's BB King, there's old Fender amps, SRV, a few different SRVs. You'll be there for hours. Like, I've been just playing through presets and having the most fun in the world. Now, one of the biggest talking points of this amp is its AI technology. Now, I also turn my nose up at AI when it comes to the music industry. People are using AI to write and record songs, and it's just the stupidest thing on the entire planet, but it can be used for good. And Positive Grid had found this out. So, at the bottom here, if you click there, like you saw in the intro, I just typed in, I want an early Van Halen tone with delay, and it gave me one. It even gives you an in-depth caption about why it's chosen, what it's chosen to achieve that tone. Here's a preset designed for that early Eddie Van Halen tone with delay. This preset includes a high-gain British amplifier for aggressive harmonics, a moderate compressor for punch, subtle chorus, tape, delay, and that explains all that. So in the future, if you go to, say, an analog rig, you will know what to pick out to achieve this tone. So it does help you in that aspect too. But for me, at the bottom, you just type in the tone you want, and it will give you that tone. Even if you want to be daft, like us guitar players are, I want a glassy, subtle, airy, cloudy tone. It'll do that. So let's have some fun. So I'm still on the Van Halen tone here. If I want to mix it up and say, let's go slow dancing in a burning room, because the way I work with guitar stuff, I know the sounds that I like, and that's famous guitar players' sounds, so see what comes up with that. And we've got Mayer Slow Blues, so if I do that, turn it up a bit actually. It's not the kind of guitar for Mayer stuff at all, but it's, yeah. See, I want to go epic 80s riff tone. We've got an 80s shimmer drive. That's it right there. And again, it's giving you a little caption. Here's an 80s shimmer drive preset designed for epic 1980s riffing, high gain amps, noise gates, shimmering spacious plate reverb. It's for you. With a quite intense noise gate. But there's a lot of gain going on right there. Let's try a few more. Let's go Andy Timmons Electric Gypsy. There we go. Electric Gypsy tone. And just like the stock presets that we were talking about before, where you can save any of them in the 8 preset blocks of the Spark 2, you can do the same with any of the downloaded AI tones as well. So that's the AI tone portion of the Spark 2. Let's go back to a regular kind of preset. I really like this guy. And play with the rest of the amp and the rest of the features in the app. So if you scroll along to the little music symbol at the bottom there, you've got all these wonderful backing tracks, drum loops, like you said, there's all the Steve Vai stuff there as well. There's loads of Vai stuff. There's so many famous songs, artists, everything you can delve into within the app, and you just click on something you like and jam along, essentially. I'm not going to do any Vai stuff because I'm not Steve Vai, but if I was to go 80s heavy metal backing track, it'll give you a tone, give you the chord charts and stuff, so you can jam along. Yeah, I definitely needed a more appropriate amp tone for that, so let's try that again. Something a bit heavier. The gist. Jam around and noodle like I was doing. Apologies for the wrong notes. There was some in there yesterday I did check, but besides the hard rock stuff, there's so many other styles, categories, genres to help you learn, to help you jam. But most importantly with this little guy, it's just kind of like an all-in-one have the most fun you can tool. On the same screen, just under right now where it's advertising Jimi Hendrix patches, there's the looper options. There's a regular looper and a groove looper. The groove looper is cool because you can set tempo and whatever you want, either tap tempo or that way, and then set the bars you want and add drums. So if I go, I want rock drums, and then just play something like, it'll count you in as well. I made that a bit too quiet, but you can alter the level of the drums and the loops. Overdub, do whatever you want with your gorgeous loops, and there's also plays you out as well. You can turn that off though, but I quite like it because it adds a little bit of flourish. This is literally just scratching the surface with what the Spark 2 can do as well. There's smart jams where you can pick between different AI folk to jam with. Like you play a chord progression into it, it'll recognize it, add drum beats to it, add bass to it, so you can just jam back and forth that way. It's insane. So that's the music page, I guess. At the bottom here, there's also a camera page, which I'm not going to turn on because I'm filming with you guys right now, which allows you to record directly into your phone or your iPad or whatever, use the tones that way, and then clip it and upload it directly to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or whatever. It's an all-in-one tool. One little amp. But it's not just what's inside it as well. You can tap on the settings on the bottom and go into Spotify or Apple Music or whatever and pull your favorite tracks from them and have the chord charts up and play along with songs that way. It's such a clever, intuitive thing. And I think that's probably all the side specs and sounds I can get out of it today. Of course, there's links in the description box down below which will take you to the fine folk at Anderton so you can get yourself a positive grid Spark 2 amplifier and have your mind blown as much as mine has in this video. It's a lot of fun. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you enjoyed the channel, I've been Dagan. I'll see you next time.